Namaskaram to everyone. Uh, we are in a educational institution. I have to confess that I am somebody with very little education or really no education as such. And I strived to remain uneducated because at a very early age, I realized when a child comes into this world, just about every adult is trying to teach this newborn life so many things which have not worked in their life. So, I strived hard to remain uneducated, not to be influenced by family, not to be influenced by society, not to be influenced by the religion around you, by the national culture around you. Many things that try to seep into you in so many ways, just to remain as life is intended to be. Because if you look at any life, whether a worm or an insect or a bird or an animal or a tree, all I can see is all of them are striving to be full-fledged life. Only human beings are screwed up so badly that they want to be so many things other than life. But the fundamental aspiration, even within the human being, is to become a full-fledged life. The problem is, we know what is a full-fledged grasshopper, we know what is a full-fledged earthworm, we know what is a full-fledged mango tree, but we don't know what is a full-fledged human being. No matter what you do, something within you tells you there is something more to do. Today, you aim at something and you think this is it, you get there and you realize this is not it, there's one more thing to do. Or in other words, every human being is always trying to be something more than what they are right now. If they know only money, they're thinking more money. If they know only knowledge, they're thinking more knowledge. If they know only wealth, more wealth, more pleasure, love, more love, whatever. Whatever may be individual currency, but every human being is constantly longing to be something more. All kinds of pacifist philosophies have been taught to us. Be content with what God has given you, don't be greedy, don't be this, don't be that. But it has not worked for a single human being. Only when you're very sick or you're dying, it works. Otherwise, anybody with little energy coursing through them, they want to be something more. You can't stop it. So if you look at this longing, every human being is longing to grow. How much? Suppose I make you the king or queen of this planet. Don't look at me hopefully. I will not commit such a blunder. But suppose we made you the king or queen of this planet, would you be fulfilled, I'm asking you? Hello? You will want the other stars, isn't it? If I gave you a whole galaxy, you will look for one more galaxy. This is the nature of the human being. Because this is not about more, this is about all. A human being will not settle unless the very infinite is ours. If you're looking for an infinite expansion, going at it physically is going to be a hopeless way. In the sense, because the essence of physical nature is such, physicality can exist only because there are defined boundaries. without a defined boundary. You can't call this a physical body. If I pull out all these boundaries, it cannot be physical anymore. The basis of physicality is boundary, but there is something within you which does not like boundaries. Suppose I imprison you in a 10 by 10 cubicle, you will feel horribly imprisoned. Tomorrow we will announce your liberation and release you into a 20 by 20 cubicle. You will feel wonderful for a day, and again you will feel imprisoned. If I release you into a 100 by 100 cubicle, you will feel great for 3 days, again the same thing. It doesn't matter where I set the boundary. The moment you realize there is a boundary, you want to break it. Yes? Are we on talking terms or is there a problem, huh? Still I have not said anything to upset you, I will. But right now I haven't said anything. There is something within you which does not like boundaries. There is something within you which is either consciously or unconsciously longing to become boundless. If it finds a very basic physical expression, we call this sexuality. You're trying to extend your boundaries. If it finds an emotional expression, we call this love. What is not you, you're trying to make it a part of yourself. If it finds a mental expression, it gets labeled as ambition, greed, conquest, or these days simply shopping. If it finds a conscious expression, then traditionally we call this yoga. The word yoga means union. The word yoga does not mean twisting and turning and standing on your head or anything like this. Yoga means union. This means you successfully managed to obliterate the boundaries of your individuality and experience life in its fullness. You experience life in a limitless way within yourself. Now, having admitted that I'm, very consciously uneducated, it takes a lot, believe me. I know many of you are complaining, it takes a lot to get educated. Try getting uneducated and see. It will take much more. It takes a whole lot of effort to remain untouched by what's happening around you, just to allow this life to blossom, just the way the Creator intended it to be. Not the way the society wants to mold it, not the way somebody else wants to mold it, just to be life, full-fledged life. Because that is all life is longing for. Having said this, if you want to experience this life just the way it is, one of the foremost problems that human beings have is, this intellect, this mind, this thought process, this is new. When I say new, in the evolutionary scale of things. You heard of Charles Darwin? Hello? Is okay? Are you okay with him? Okay. He told you were all monkeys. Not me, him, that Englishman. He told you were all monkeys. One day your tail fell away and you became human. And it's a very recent happening. And then the cerebral flower blossomed and became busy. Most human beings have still not figured how to manage this and they're going crazy. Yes? If you had come here like any other creature, stomach full, life settled. Yes? Once you come as a human being, stomach empty, only one problem, stomach full, 100 problems. Right now, this is what as evolution has done for you because it has left you in a place where you have an intelligence for which you don't have a stable enough platform. And this is a phenomenal mechanism. Do you agree with me? Your human mechanism, this human mechanism is more sophisticated than your iPhone? Hello? Only half the people are saying they're Samsung people, I think. Is it far more sophisticated than any gadget that we can find on the planet? This is the gadget, isn't it? But I'm asking you, have you read the user's manual? No? Just blundering through it. So everything has become a problem. Human beings are suffering just about anything. If they are poor, they suffer their poverty. You make them rich, they suffer the taxes. If they're uneducated, they suffer that. Put them to school, how much suffering? They are not married, they suffer that. Get them married. I didn't say anything. No children, they suffer that. Give them children, daily suffering. Tell me one thing that human beings are not suffering. Can you name one thing that human beings are not suffering? They have learned to suffer just about anything. So what they're suffering is not life. They are suffering the nature of their own mind. They do not know how to handle their thought and emotion. When they don't know how to handle their thought and emotion, they come up with exotic names. They call this stress, they call this anxiety, they call this depression, they call this madness. More and more exotic names are coming. Essentially, the problem is just this, you don't know how to handle your thought and emotion, yes or no? Hello? If you knew how to handle your thought and emotion, would you choose to keep yourself blissful or miserable? You must choose right now, I'm going to bless you. Huh? Blissful. That's your choice for yourself, I'm sure. What you want for your neighbor may be debatable, but what you want for yourself is crystal clear, isn't it? In spite of that, why is it not happening? Simply because without understanding the fundamentals of how human mechanism works, we are trying to blunder through the world. This happened. There was a man in South India. We are there right now. He wanted to acquire supernatural powers. You know what are supernatural powers? Somebody wants to walk upon water, somebody wants to fly without an airplane, everybody walks on the floor, so he wants to walk on the ceiling. Essentially circus. You want to do something that others cannot do. So he went from guru to guru, guru to guru, nobody entertained him. After much search, somebody told him, see, these southern Indian gurus are no good, they are too conservative. There is a Buddhist monk in Himalayas, in Tibet. He has all the supernatural powers you want and he is willing to share it with you. Immediately our man set forth on a journey to Tibet. Not an easy journey, by foot, crossing Himalayas and getting there. He went there. He went to the Buddhist monastery. The culture in the Buddhist monastery is very different from southern India. So he went there, nobody asked him who you are. Nobody asked him, where do you come from? Nobody asked him, please come and eat. They just let it be. Not because they don't care for you, this is a culture in the Buddhist monasteries, not because they don't care for you, because their whole life's work is to find out who they are. Just now a new guest has come, to go and ask him, who are you? Too profound a question to a man who's just arrived. So they don't want to embarrass you with such a big question. Next possible question is, where do you come from? Do you know where you come from? Hello? As a life, do you know where you have come from? You can believe all kinds of things, but the thing is you don't know. If you knew where you have come from, right now if I put a gun to your head, you must be very happy because you're going back. But that's not the truth, isn't it? Because you don't know where you come from and you don't know where you will go. So they didn't want to embarrass him with that question either. When there is time for lunch, there is a bell, if you want you can go and eat. But he comes from southern India. If you go to somebody's house any time of the day or night, sapadu, 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 sapadu. Yes? So, any time of the day or night sapadu, we think this is hospitality, this is a sure way to the hospital. But he felt very embarrassed because he's a South Indian man. You must at least tell him 3 times, please, please come and eat. No, no. It's all right, please come and eat. No, please, please come and eat. All right. Then you can't stop him. So, in this strange place he hung on. When hunger overtook him, he went and ate, otherwise he just hung on. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 15 days, 3 weeks passed away. Then the monk, the old monk, called him. He knows why the man has come. He said, see, what will you do with these supernatural powers? What will you do walking upon water? After 3 days, you will want a boat anyway. Yes or no? Because if you walk upon water, first day the entire crowd will gather right here, entire Kochi will gather. Every day you start walking on water, people will say, he's a water walker. What will you do with this? I will teach you the way of meditation. With this you can live a fruitful life. Our man said, what? To learn meditation, do I have to come to Tibet? In India, we know every kind of meditation. I don't need to come here to learn meditation from you. Don't you forget Gautama, the Buddha himself is an export from India. Then he insisted he wants the secrets of supernatural. Then the monk said, see, this is very simple. Tomorrow morning, you take a dip in the river, 4 o'clock in the morning, and come, I will teach you the secrets of supernatural. Now, he went and took a dip. This is not Kochi, this is Tibet, where temperatures are always minus. He turned half blue and shivering, he went and sat in front of the monk. The monk looked at his condition and his determination and told him, see, this is very simple. I will give you 3 mantras. These 3 mantras, if you utter it 3 times over, all the supernatural will be yours. Shall I reveal the mantras to you? Hello? Yes. Oh. These 3 mantras are Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. In a minute you can learn this mantra, pronunciation and everything, and you have to utter it 3 times over. Only thing is, when you're uttering the mantra, do not think about the monkeys. Is that all? That is all. Can I go, please? Our man came out of the monastery jumping with joy. He gave me all the secrets of the supernatural, and the fool tells me, don't think about monkeys. What does he know about my culture? I will think about the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Brahma Sutras, all the great scriptures. Why will I think about a monkey? Am I a hunter? I have not seen a monkey in the last 10 years. Like this, he started walking back towards India. Then he came to the sacred river Ganga, had a dip, sat down, Buddham, monkey. Monkey comes, another dip in the river, Buddham, monkey. In various yoga postures he tried, Bu means monkey comes. 1 week of serious practice, he reached a place where he doesn't have to do anything, only monkeys, inside monkeys, outside monkeys, everywhere monkeys. He could not sit, stand or sleep. He once again trekked back to Tibet and went to the monk and said, to hell with your supernatural, first relieve me of these monkeys first. This is the nature of your mind. If you say, I don't want something, only that will happen to you. Right now as an experiment, next 10 seconds, nobody should think of a monkey. Only monkeys? To this mind, somebody told you what is good, what is bad. Do not think about bad things. Well, it's a full-time job. Without understanding the fundamentals of how this works, we are trying to blunder through it with all kinds of moralities, values, ideologies. You need to approach life with little more sense. For the first time in the history of humanity, we've reached a point where human intellect is coming to a place, unless something is logically correct, you cannot swallow it. Yes or no? If something is not logically correct, you cannot swallow it. If somebody makes you swallow it, you cannot digest it. Have you reached this condition, or still we can shove something into you? Tell me, accordingly I'll go. It must be logically correct, isn't it? What this means is, it doesn't matter what is the authority. If it's not logically correct, you will not accept it. Or in other words, world is